Okay, so welcome Elle King to K&K Women's Day. How are you, girl?
Good. How are you?
I'm living the dream right now. So it's me, Kennedy. Annie Dow is here with us as well. We're just so excited to have you be a part of this. So first and foremost, I feel like we have to say congratulations to this baby.
I got a little baby in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I would love to chat with you about this because I feel like as women, you went through a lot to have this pregnancy. You lost the pregnancies. I have two. It's challenging and difficult. And I feel like a lot of times we don't talk about it because it makes other people uncomfortable.
It's crazy. It's like, I'm not going to share something because it might make you cringe. Get out of here. You know how many people I've made uncomfortable my whole entire life? This is like the one thing that like, hey, people should talk about this. And you know what? My family is very supportive about, I just feel like this, I don't know what it is about me, but I think because I seek connection so deeply, I just really felt like I know how it feels to see, and I know how many people have gone through loss and struggles with fertility. And so to see any kind of pregnancy announcement is like, oh my gosh, I felt like such a failure. So it was so important to me to make everyone feel included. And I just didn't want my happiness to be pain on someone. I don't know what it was, but I just have to say, like, I have awesome followers, and you always have to just know deep down there is goodness in the world. And like the amount of people that came, even friends that have like reached out to me that like said, oh, I had a loss, and it just made me feel so much less alone and made me almost be more okay about this baby. And it's a beautiful thing. Men and women reached out to me, and it's wonderful. And that's what happens when you are vulnerable and you open yourself up. And yeah, there's a risk that people could be like, ooh, but I've had enough of that in my life, so it's not anything new.
No, I think it's great. It's, like you say, it's such a fragile thing. You don't want to hurt other women.
Can you guys hear me?
You're pregnant, and I hate that, but I get it. I love that we're such a community that we do that.
Is this frozen?
No, she's
Anyhow,
frozen.
you got something?
She's frozen. I don't know if she can hear me. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Damn your window.
Wait.
There she is.
Here's my thing. How long was I talking for?
No, you got all your parts in. You just froze a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little
Okay.
freeze. Just a little robot freeze. Yeah. That's fine.
Did I get my point across? I don't know.
100%.
I feel like that's everyone on Zoom. Like all of a sudden you're a robot and you're like, wait, did you hear me though? Did you hear me? Elle, I want to talk about the single with Miranda Lambert, Drunk and I Don't Want to Go Home. I think this is the song you made for Kennedy and I. This is truly the anthem. So we do this segment called the Judgment Zone for New Music Friday, and we featured that song. And
what was the judgment on it?
Banger. It's a banger.
Certified banger.
Elle,
certified. I love it.
As soon as that beat hits, I was like, it's over. It's over. We're playing this 100,000 times today. Like I send it to all of my girlfriends. That is, you're getting ready to go out to a bar. It is just flowing through you. And I want to know what it was like, you guys just teaming up. You were former tour mates, which I think is so cool. The video is incredible. What was that experience like for you two?
Miranda, she's the coolest person. She's so down to earth, and she's just like one of the gals, but it's weird because like you'd think that she'd be really intimidating, but she's just like a sweet, like Texas gal that likes to have fun. And she wants, I think she wanted me on tour because people are away from their lives, and you want, like, for me personally, like, you need to have people around you that like feel like family, that are really fun and uplifting, because you guys have to travel around. So it's the same thing with bringing people on tour. And Miranda made even my band feel totally welcome and a part of it. And she's just the coolest. And so I really wanted to like maintain friendship first. And so I was really nervous to ask her. But I basically was like, you're the only person I'm asking. Would you want to do a duet? I'll send you a song. No pressure. She listened to it for a day and said she, couldn't stop singing it. And she said yes. And of course, when we recorded it together, we had a very fun time.
Yes.
She's just like, she's such a fun, like, bright person to be around. And it's just really nice. And when we did the videos, like, I dread music videos. And it was really important to me that, like, Miranda had enjoyed the experience, because it's like, I felt like she was, stepping out to, like, do something, even though she liked the song and everything. I just really wanted it to be really fun for both of us. So I was like, I want to play a character. I think Miranda will have fun playing a character. And we just played like a crazy, 80s wedding, and it was awesome. And I think that's why the video comes off so fun.
Yeah.
Because we genuinely enjoyed doing it. And like, music videos are not fun. It's like 3 days of shooting in one day.
Oh.
So we really enjoyed it.
I read that you recorded it pre-pandemic. Is that right?
Listen, I don't even remember when the pandemic started. It was like March of last year. Oh, I do remember, because I was quarantined 9 days before everybody else, because I got my wisdom teeth out the week before quarantine, and I got those out like March 3rd. Yes, swear to God. So I was going crazy before everybody else started going crazy. So yeah, we must have done it. I don't know. We might have done it like in December or maybe February. I can't remember. I don't know.
So like, just because we don't know. So you recorded a long time ago and then you don't release it till now. Like, how does that work? Is it you didn't want to, or?
I would have put that thing out the day after. I don't know. But I feel like we all, the universe had a skip year to 2020. Let's just count that as a leap year.
Yep.
But the opposite of a leap year, just like when it doesn't really exist, right? So it's like, I don't know. I put other music out, but I felt like it wasn't all me, and I didn't know. I don't think anybody really knew. Everyone's just playing catch up of like, all right, well, how do we release music? How do we like count this? And so I'm just along for the ride, and I just trusted them. I feel really lucky. I really do like my label. I love my management, and I really trust them a lot, because I'm like, can I just drink the beer and sing the songs? And if I want to play dumb, I swear to God, I do make other decisions, but I trust them, and they released it, and I'm glad, because I feel like the world is sort of starting to wake up a little bit. And so, instead of like closing time, you want to hear like drunk and I don't want to go. That's like,
Yes.
Everyone is going to be coming out of quarantine like, I don't want to go home. Yep. I've been home for over a year. So
I would like to talk to you about mental health, if that's okay for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm a big mental health proponent. I live with severe anxiety disorder, depression, and bipolar 2. And I know that you have depression and PTSD.
Yeah.
You talked about, you've been very open about.
Oh yeah.
Health, and that writing music really helped you. And I've always asked people when I speak about mental health, like, what's your one thing that you do when that depression is coming in like this? What is that thing that you do to make that try and skip over? Because sometimes the things that work for me, I don't know, but then somebody else says something and I go, oh my God, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I don't really, it used to be up until like last year, it was music. And then music, I think because I was just so anxious about what was going on in the world, like, I don't know. Now I pet my donkeys when I get really bad anxiety, and like I'm pregnant right now, so I've got like all these like insane hormones and anxieties and like heavy depressions, and I'm not like taking things for it because I'm just trying to be like really healthy. And so it definitely gets hard, but I moved to a place, I'm in Santa Fe, and I wanted to be in nature, and I wanted to be around animals. I have little baby goats that are like my little like puppies. Like I've got one named Rocket who loves to be held, and that was something that I was like really seeking. I really needed nature. I needed privacy and land and just beautiful earth around me and animals. And I moved here, and within 4 days I got that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to switch gears a little bit. So as I was getting ready for this, I was just listening to some of your songs, just like trying to feel your energy. And I found a live version of you doing My Neck, My Back by Kia.
Yeah.
I need to know, is that like your go-to karaoke? Is that the song you want to put on when you just like need to feel yourself? Because I feel like, especially on International Women's Day, like we need to take back our sexuality. We need to take it, have people, we can't have people telling us that we can't sing about these things anymore. And I just love that you
Are
did a
people
live.
saying that we can't sing about that anymore?
The live version that you did is just like so stripped down and sexy and so
But
good.
and you know what though? Honestly, I cleaned it up some. So does that make me part of the problem? Just because I'm secretly a prude, and so I grew up like very Christian. So even though I'm like a foul mouthed sailor, even if you listen to the real thing, I had to like cut out a lot of it because it was filthy, and even my foul mouth didn't feel comfortable singing some of those lyrics. But that was a song that was like a college song that like I would put on and like, you know, rage with my friends in my dorm room. And how that song came to be was I would play it at parties and stuff, and it was really fun. And then one time I was playing a show, I had like a residency at the Standard Hotel, so LA of me, and there were like 11 75-year-old women and maybe like 10 other people, and not one person was listening to me. Like if I go out and I hear someone singing, I clap so loud because I've been there. I've been that dude, and no one was listening to me. And I was like playing like my like little acoustic songs, like No One Can Save You, like my first round of like songs I wrote, like Told You I Was Mean and stuff. Nobody was listening, and so I was like, F this. I started playing that, and I'll be every little curly-haired blue little head turned around and started like, and I saw them, and they were like laughing and like pinching their shirt, you know, and like, but everybody listened to the rest of the show after that, and I was like, well, this is fun. This is something to keep in my back pocket. So I just always kind of played it, and I knew that it would like bring out the rowdiness in people, and everybody likes to let their hair down a little bit, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
So I saw your picture in Times Square. What's that like?
Oh my gosh, I wish I could have seen that because I went to high school on 43rd Street. And so I used to walk past that every single day for a year, my freshman year. And like, it really meant a lot to me because, you know, I spent most of my life in New York, and my mother's still there. Like she raced there, and it was so cute. She said, I spent 2 hours in Times Square just looking at that billboard. And I just thought it was really sweet because, you know, you're New Yorkers, and it's like a proud moment. Even if it's digital, it's still cool. Even if it's one day. It was awesome. It felt really great. And there were two billboards. So it was awesome.
I only have one more thing. We're running out of time, but I would just love it if you might give a message to all the women out there, maybe people who aren't as confident as you are in a moment, because I know you've had struggles with confidence and all of that. Just like a message of empowerment for all our women today and KK Women's Day. Can you just give us something?
The only message of empowerment that has helped me is you can't give two shits what other people think, because you're the only person, you're the most important person in your life. And I love that this world is breaking down barriers of like one image and one body type. We are made in God's image. We are beautiful in every way that we are. And we find our partner, whatever, whomever they may be. And, or maybe you don't fucking want one because you're never gonna. Who said it best? RuPaul said, how you gonna love somebody if you can't, what does RuPaul say?
You can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. Something along those lines.
That's what it is. And you know what? It's a beautiful thing when you start to accept yourself for every flaw, and you can just laugh at the world. My grandmother, she had so many strokes and she could barely speak, and we would laugh and laugh and laugh about life. And that's the only way to really get through it. You got to find humor and beauty, be sensitive, be vulnerable, F everybody else, make yourself happy. Think about who you want to be when you come out of this quarantine and this pandemic. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to stand for? What's important to you? That's what this universe and this planet was making us realize, you know, we have to make ourselves happy. That's why I left LA and I live out in the dirt with donkeys. It's awesome. So know that you're loved. I love all of you guys.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. It means so much. We can't wait to see that baby, and we hope that when we get back to normal, you'll come out to Boston and play for us.
Oh, you know I will. That's where my man lives, so I'll be there soon.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you so much, Elle.